Hello. I privated all my videos. I did do a short live stream. And I did say that I'm leaving this channel. There are several reasons why, but right now I just want to concentrate on the now and what I just witnessed on YouTube and reflect on it a little bit and try to relate it back to my current situation. It was a video of National Adoption Day. And through this journey with this family, they have gone through issues with fertility and stuff, and it's just like heartbreaking. And it was a specific scene where the husband was telling the wife, like, this, even if this was positive or negative, it's not your identity. It's not that you're not a mother. It's not that this and that. And, all we could hope for is what we are and who we are as people. And, go on. I really want to say that I'm okay, but my sadness stems from questioning myself. And today, I experienced a really hard thing. It is very fresh. It was very new. It was 10 hours ago. And I didn't cry when I was given this horrible news. I didn't cry to the person who was there to be my representative. I just said, "What now?" He didn't really give me much of an answer, but that's okay. I got on the bus and I called my dad. And when I called my dad, I started crying. And I don't know who first said this, but someone said this must be some form of relief for you. And when I was in the meeting with 4 people and myself, and I said certain information to them, and they paused the meeting, left, came back. The person representing me asked me, "What do you think is going on right now?" And I said, "Well, I think they're using that information that I just said, and they're figuring out ways to fire me or terminate me." He didn't say much. And I told him about how my first meeting with them, to begin with this whole journey of distress, total distress, that there is no representative there. And he asked them why, and they couldn't give him an answer. And so in the parking lot, I did ask him, "What now?" And he didn't really give me a straight answer. Maybe it's a communication thing, I don't know. But yeah, I turned in my keys, I turned in my badge, and I left, and I was given a choice. Either I waive my civil rights away, get paid for how much I would make in this month, and not be fought for unemployment, or I don't sign and I do fight. But I'm exhausted. Emotionally, physically, medically, socially. And what is very strange about today is when she said terminated, I didn't even care. For some reason, something deep inside my heart was a sigh of relief. Because I've been living in this deep distress that was eating me alive. It was hindering my medical condition. It was making everything worse for me. It was making me depressed. It was making me anxious. It was making me panicked. Everything I did at my job, I worried about what will this consequences. And I was perhaps being a little paranoid. I wasn't being paranoid. I was correct. Staff was watching me. People were reporting me to them in order to have them terminate me today. So documents upon documents upon documents say Sid was a really bad employee and this is why we're terminating them. And during that meeting, I was like, okay, I guess I'm not going to say anything. Because anytime I said something, there was no reply. There was no response. There was cutoffs upon cutoffs about cutoffs. I had no say at all. They were the people in power, and they will always be the people in power. Human resources are there to protect the company, not to protect the employees. Period. And people who are not people who raise havoc, not people who raise awareness of flaws within the company or within themselves. You know, today I said I was terminated from my job today. And I really wish that I wasn't transgender. I really wish I had never ever said anything about it. I really wish I never said anything about anything. Because I feel like with my disabilities, which are disabilities now, and my identity, this has landed me to this. And I think of the person who brought that attention to that. And I just wanted to post this video because perhaps with the negative outcome of what happened today, that person can rejoice in some way. I don't know. Have a party. I know it sounds disturbing, but congratulations, you are correct. I'm going to not let this consume me. I'm gonna try really hard to keep it together. In the last couple of months, I went through so much. This summer was amazing. I could always have those memories. I've been obsessing about losing someone in my life who brought me happiness, but also it didn't work out. I went through a breakup and I lost my job. My medical conditions are getting worse. I am suffering from them. Whatever is next to be for me, I just pray that every person I helped in my job, whether it be a simple hello or how are you, or people just checking in, I had a name for myself. People knew me for who I was, and it was a person who was safe. A person who they could check in with, a person they could say anything to, a person who is different than anyone else, a person who would give them a smile, a person who would give them empathy, a person who would listen to them and not judge them for that, a person who would help them. That value is always going to be there. I'm always going to remember them. And they're always going to remember me, part of their recovery. When I got the news on Friday that I would have a meeting on Monday, I started crying. And I had to stay at work. I told my supervisor I was going through something and I needed to leave, and he said, well, he said some technical thing that I can't really explain right here, but that I stayed. A patient saw me and he's like, Sid, what's wrong? What's going on? I was like, I can't say anything. He's like, is it this place? Is it here? And I said, I can't say anything. And I'm like, this is about you. This is not about you. He's like, no, Sid. I'm serious. What can I do? I'm like, I'm okay. It's fine. It's fine. So he left and he gave me something. And it was a note. And it said, let me know if I can contest for you. He told me if it was this place. What about seniority? You've been here for so long. I don't understand. You help people. I don't understand. And I couldn't say anything to him. But that value inside me, I know so many patients who are probably wondering where the F is Sid, and how come Sid, they finally have an answer now of where I am. And Sid is no longer gonna be there. Some patients will rejoice, and some patients will be really sad, epically sad. Because I was there for them. And that's all I could hold on to. I did my job the best that I could do. I struggled a lot. I did what I could do. That's all I could say. Part of my identity is fighting for myself and my rights and who I am. And I should never, ever be sad for my identity or who I am or my conditions. Because you're bored and you don't choose this. And hopefully, hopefully, I am not facing a reality where I can't afford rent, where I can't afford bills. And that's all I'm gonna say. For the people out there who have negative feelings to me and have malicious intent, I'm truly sorry that you had a negative experience with me. If the person I love is watching this right here, I just want to wish her luck. I want to wish everyone luck. No matter what. You know, we live in this world and shitty things happen to us. It's part of life. But it's people with trauma, it's people with anxiety and depression that it really is very difficult. Very, 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 very difficult. I want to thank everyone who has been supportive of me.